Sous Vide in Instapot. This is the Instapot Aura Pro 8 pins that is brand new in Canada. It's an 11-in-1 multi-purpose slow cooker. It comes with a manual, some recipes, a cup for measurements, and a grid to leave your food just for steam or sous vide. In this case, we are using a close rib roast. This is an Albertan AAA Angus. It comes already with some bride, and the weight is very important to keep it in mind. It's 2.5 kilos. We are checking that everything is fine. And the most important part is the high quality of the meat. Now we are using some favorite spices. This is laurel and minced garlic. We are using some rosemary. This is a fresh rosemary. You can use dry as well, and oregano. Additionally to that, we use black pepper or mixed pepper and some oil. Mix all of these ingredients and marinate your meat for about 2 hours. Once that is marinated, enhance the flavor. Be sure that everything is covered with the spices and herbs. Then apply the pepper. It's a fresh ground black pepper, but you can use a mix of red pepper, you can use the white pepper. Kosher salt, very important. The advantage of this one is it doesn't dry out your meat as other kind of salt. After all, bag your food with all the spices. You can put some olive oil just to enhance the flavor as well, and at your preference you can put a little bit of wine. Take your food for a vacuum system. In this case we are using a food saver. Be aware that if your meat is humid, is wet, you need to align the bag with the gutter. Otherwise it's going to be messy. Close it, turn the button, and use the wet button as well as the vacuum seal. After that, you can see that the fluids are in there ready and the bag is sealed. Nevertheless, it's messy. So you need to clean up this bag with a paper towel. Be very keen during this process so your water doesn't get dirty. Now let's plug in the sous vide. This is the cooking part, and in this cooking part we are fitting in the meat. Be sure that you put hot water. Why I do hot water? Yes, because we want that everything is ready. Now hit or press the sous vide button. There are some temperatures there. You need to be sure what temperature do you want and the time that you want to keep the meat in the warm water. Remember, this is not a broiled water. In this case, we are using 147 degrees Fahrenheit and 10 hours. Once that is turned on, the lid is on, we notice that the water is really warm and it starts to work properly. It doesn't use water, but you need to wait. After 10 hours, just open the lid. You can see that the bag is full of fluids. This is like a beef broth with the spices and flavors of this kind of meat. And this is very important to save in a container so we can use it later on for the gravy. This then is en place for the gravy. We are using some garlic, carrots, celery, laurel or bay, thyme, or thyme. You can use fresh herbs or just be sure that you are using fresh carrot as well. Now, how do you use this? There are 2 cloves here that you can put in the celery. Now, in a pan, use some melted butter, add a little bit of olive oil, and you add on this pan the garlic, the laurel, carrot, celery, etc. The goal is to brown all these ingredients in this butter. So next, once the ingredients are brown, add the beef broth. The next step is the searing of the meat. In this case, we are using a device to sear the meat, and this is called benzomatic. For the gravy, you just need to be sure that all the condiments are released, the flavor, the smell is absolutely great. You can add some wine as your preference and then strain and enhance the flavor. So let it boil and reduce properly. Be careful about the salt, it could be very salty. So we have the gravy, we have the meat. Let's see what happened. We have a delicious piece of meat now that is completely seared and it's a brown, beautiful color. Now, when you open it, just cut it and you can see the fresh redness and juices inside. This is the most important part of the sous vide. Let's enjoy! Thank you very much for your time. I hope you have